Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun: The Lost Age. So, in the last episode, we cleared the mystery of the disappearing sand, or whatever it is they called this thing. Oh, it's only right here. That wasn't so hard. Okay. Wait, so do we get to practice? Okay, so it's a race. This must be very similar to Colosso from the first Golden Sun, if you remember that. Okay, yeah, please demonstrate. I'm actually interested. Yeah, this is basically Colosso. Just like racing to the finish. Also, we said a word! We said a word! Why? That is one of the few, if the only time, that we say a word in this game. You might be able to correct me on that. I know we say ... and ... and then we say why. And I think that's it. Yeah, so it has to be like weapons or important pieces of armor to put into the chest to get the door to open. And then here, yeah, if you're the second person to the door, you have to put 2 items in instead of 1, significantly weakening you. That button has almost no use unless you think you can't win. Because that sends you back out here to the beginning. Oh, we won't fail, Moapa. I promise. Yes, I understand. Yes, I will continue. Okay, it doesn't look so hard to me. I guess we'll take this one. We're on this side already. Okay. And here we go. So, earlier I said that button has almost no use. That's not completely true. We're not going to be going for any of the treasure chests in this, by the way. The button does have a use if you want to glitch the game. So every time you put an item into the chest at the top, it's taken out of your inventory, and it will get returned to you at the end of Trial Road. However... So we got here first. You can see Moapa is still down there at the beginning. What should we put in? You know what? Let's put in the Wardloves, because we won't really be attacking too much. Wardloves, where are you? Oh, they're on piers. What am I doing? Alright, so let's put in those. So those Wardloves are now taken out of our inventory and will be returned to us at the end. However, that being said, they... What's the best way to put this? If you stand on the switch, the items will also be returned to you. However, the items still count as dropped, and therefore get put into the inventory of the shop in the artifact section. So the item is both returned to you and in the artifact section, and it's an artifact duplication glitch. So you can do that with all the cool weapons and like the Wardloves we just put in. We could duplicate those, which is actually kind of tempting. However, let's be legit here. Luna Shield, yeah, we can get rid of that. I'm more worried about getting rid of our defenses. Also, Moapa is still in the first room. You can see there in the bottom right-hand side where he is. We don't need to duplicate any items, but in case there are items that you want to duplicate, and there are definitely some that are worth it, now you at least know how. And that's basically the only purpose of the arrows, unless you truly feel you can't win for whatever reason. However, it's not really that hard to beat Moapa to the top. As you can see, we're basically 2 full rooms ahead of him right now. Then again, I know what I'm doing, but that's not the point. We chose the left-hand side, which is a bit easier than the right-hand side for us. Also, don't push the statue. What we want to do is just come right here, use scoop. And then if we just stand right here, the water carries us right up to the top and we're done. We are completely done with Trial Road, and Moapa's still in the second room. Not that hard at all. So unfortunately, the golden ring isn't heavy enough for us to put in. Who am I not worried about? Piers has pretty good defense. We'll put in his floating hat. Okay. So with that, now we are done. Trial Road has been completed, and that is a pretty interesting looking bird there that we can't currently do anything with. However, we have beaten Moapa to the top. And he kind of puts it into hyperspeed to get up here. If you say so. I think you severely underestimate us, Mr. Moapa dude. So this battle, I wouldn't say it's too terribly hard. It can be tricky. However, considering we beat him to every single door, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Because his defense is going to be significantly lower than it otherwise would be. Because theoretically, he would have had to have given out 8 items to get here, where we only gave out 4. And the game does calculate that in. If you beat him to 2 doors and he beats you to 2 doors, you've each given up 6 items, and his defense will change accordingly. So these guys don't have synergy. Instead, what they do, as you might have noticed, they use items like bramble seeds and crystal powders. I'm not sure if they have any. I'm not sure if they have any oil drops. However, we're going to be mainly healing the Jenna on every one of her turns. I will use Breath just in case here, and then Steam. Steam ought to be good, because that'll increase our resistance to those things as well. And then we can lower their agility, raise our agility, and we should get all our attacks before then now, which will be super helpful. However, this battle is also going to hopefully serve as a good time for me to show off a lot of the combo summons that I haven't shown off so far. Because there is a substantial number of them that we've gotten and haven't shown, like Flora for starters. However, I think, you know what? No, I'll summon Flora, and then Sheba can summon. Well, nothing else on this turn. She can use a Jin though. We can call Moapa with Soothing Sense. That'll be a good start. You know what? I'm actually going to do something kind of risque, and I'm going to use. I guess we can use Char, and then Sheba, what did I have you doing? Using Waft, I think, and then Piers, you can use Shade, because this is also going to enable us to summon Ulysses, because we need two margin for that, and there's really not going to be a great opportunity for me to get another margin off, because Jenna's going to be healing basically every turn. Also, I accidentally just held the B button down because I wasn't paying attention and skipped the Flora summon, so. You at least see what it did. However, I'll have to summon it again so you can actually see the whole thing. That is completely my bad. Okay, that's actually still doing a pretty decent. That did a pretty decent amount of damage even after everything. So here, I'll show Petra now as well. So there's Petra. Let's heal with Jenna because we need it. Blitz and Piers, you can summon Ulysses. So it's gonna freeze him, and it doesn't just cause him to like skip his next turn. He actually still has to, like, input a command, and then that command just isn't going to go through. It's going to get eaten by the Petra. That's what I was trying to explain. There's Ulysses as well. Quite powerful, 463 damage. Not bad, and Piers' water power is up, so that's good, too. Bramble Seed, that'll actually, yeah, that brings Jenna and Sheba both kind of dangerously close. However, as long as our agility stays up, we should be fine for the moment. Let's use Meld, because I think it's probably going to be Felix and Piers attacking together. I need to heal with you. What am I doing? And then... You know what? I'm going to summon Flora again right now, just so I can show it off before I forget to. And then you can use Spring on Jenna so that she gets back to full. So you got to see the other effect that Flora has that time, so it's actually a good thing I summoned it again. It will sometimes put the enemy to sleep. So in this case, both the knights got put to sleep. I'm guessing Moapa, oh, it's actually going to be Felix and Jenna. I think the person that you do the attack with is random. I was just kind of hoping it would be Piers, because he has the second highest attack. Actually, probably the highest attack. That's not too bad, though. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we've shown off Mega Arrow already, correct? The one that raises our attack and does damage? This one here? I'm pretty sure we have. If we haven't, we'll get to that too. However, we need to summon Eclipse still, which is, yeah, 2 and 3. So I have a bit of time left to go here. We don't really need to heal with Jenna right now, though, is the thing. So I think I'm going to attack with Cannon, just because both the enemies are asleep, so I'm not too worried. And then, Piers, you can use Chill. Because that'll do a pretty decent amount of damage, too. Moapa has somewhere in the vicinity of 3,000 HP, and the 2 knights on either side have in the vicinity of 2,000. So it's not necessarily the smartest thing that I'm doing here, attacking Moapa exclusively. I'm just kind of relying on the damage, the, like, excess damage from the summons to do a decent amount of damage to the things on the sides. You know what, let's slow them again, because their agility just returned to normal. And then I guess we'll start healing again, just in case. So Wheeze, we could use Ether or we could use Breath. Neither's really necessary, but we use Breath on ourselves here. And then Piers, your HP is getting kind of low because I have so many of your Jin on standby. But that's because I'm trying to have enough Jin on standby to summon Eclipse whenever I can with Shiva. Basically, once Shiva hits her third Jupiter Genie on standby, I'm going to summon Eclipse, like, immediately. So right now, how many do we have? We have 2 and 5? That should be fine, because the Eclipse only takes that many. 2. I don't know why I said that many. Read it yourself, people. Alright, so let's heal, and then we're going to do actually an interesting technique here. So you see Eclipse currently can't be summoned. However, we're going to use Waft on Moapa. And I know Shiba goes before Piers, so because of that, even though Eclipse currently can't be summoned, Shiba's Jupiter Jin is going to be put into standby before this happens, and I just need 1 more to be able to summon Eclipse. So even though it was red and currently can't be summoned, now that Jin right there is on standby, the Eclipse summon will go through. It's kind of an advanced technique. It's not usually necessary. However, you can use it if you know that it's there. So in this case, it's handy because this is going to do a decent amount of damage here. Also, it looks incredibly painful. I kind of figured that was going to kill Moapa. We still have a bit of ways left to go on the Knights here. They're not too dangerous now that Moapa's gone. However, they can still use Bramble Seeds and Crystal Powders just the same. So don't write them off and just start attacking. In fact, we're going to use Judgment here, just for good measure. And then we're going to actually do the exact same technique again because Shiva has Fog. So I can use Fog there, and then Boris will become active. And I can summon that way. Okay, so we actually got to use that technique 2 turns in a row. I rarely get to use that anyway, so that's kind of cool. And then Judgment and Boris will probably kill both of these guys. Ooh, maybe not, actually. Unless Boris does a lot of damage here. Luckily, these guys are non-elemental, so they're weak to every single element, which is awesome. We can show the Shave Ice Machine here again. That's fine. No, wow, we didn't do as much damage to them as I thought. Then again, Moapa did use a nut at one point, so that kind of makes sense. Because every time they use a nut, they heal 200 HP. 202, I think. And then... I don't really need to use Flower, I'll just use Steel. Jenna, what's best for you? I don't even know what would be best for you. Maybe Char? That'll be fine. Shiba, I think it's actually probably going to be good for you to attack. And Piers, you can attack as well, actually. Let's just attack and see what happens. Okay, Shiba, you can miss. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. The thing is, if we actually defeat these guys with an attacking Jin, that will actually be really good. Because we should get triple the experience for that. I'm pretty sure that works on bosses just fine. Petra, we'll use that on you. Do I have any? No, I don't have any other attacking things. I'll use Reflex just in case. Wheeze, and then you currently have no attacking Jin either. Well, I think Rhyme actually does do damage. So we're about to find out if we can kill these guys. Ooh, Deadly Poison, that could be bad. Yeah, Rhyme does not do damage, okay. His synergy has been sealed, but that doesn't really matter. Also, holy cow, that Deadly Poison just murdered that guy. Did you see that did 390 damage? Holy criminy. That's a lot of damage. Okay, we'll defend here, because I really want to kill this guy with a Jin. So, Unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do, though. So we'll just defend. Blitz brings us closer here. Meld might do it? No. Okay, Echo and Chill. Okay, we ought to be able to do it this time. So we just have all sorts of things. Echo, Defend, Fog, and Chill. There's no way this guy can survive this turn. Yeah, there we go. In fact, I didn't see if that got me more experience, though. 3340, whatever. That's still a lot of experience. I'll take it regardless of outcome. Thank you. Would you say now that it was your ignorance speaking when you didn't think that we could do it? All right. Okay. Have we kind of proven that we're not bad people now? Hopefully. We are here in bed. So now that we have rested up, there's a couple things left for us to do in Shaman Village still. The first of which is going to be come down here. This is like the below exit. However, if we will, first of all, let's put all these things on set. There we go. Let's give her that, because we need to use growth to get up here. So there's a really sweet set of gloves up here. I believe they're the spirit gloves, which increases your max PP, which Felix could probably need, or could probably use. However, Jenna uses more synergy than Felix does, so I think I'm going to give it to her instead. Oh, we'll trade that for the Stardust, that's fine. Jenna, did you have any gloves on prior? No, you didn't. You just had the clear bracelet on. Oh well, that's okay. That's still a decent upgrade for her, especially with the synergy point increase. So now that we have that, we can actually go out the normal exit of the inn. And then there's one thing left for us to do. Unfortunately, we couldn't do it earlier because all the buildings were locked. As you can see, all the buildings are open now and people are willing to talk to us. Also, we're heroes now, and heroes can't be evil according to these people, so that has to count for something. So yeah, right in here. This building was locked prior, however, now that it's open, we can run up and go out along the top here, and there is a block for us to push right over here, which is going to open up the path to that there Jupiter Genie that I would really like. Actually, you know what? Instead of having to backtrack through that house, let's just slide down here. That's going to be faster, I think. Yep, definitely faster. Okay, and now, this was why I was kind of checking to see if we could go in here earlier. Unfortunately, it wouldn't have mattered, because even though we could enter this house earlier, when we got over here and used Lash on here, we would run over to that pillar, and the pillar wouldn't be dropped so that we couldn't make it through and get the Genie early, before Trial Road, because it would have been helpful in Trial Road a bit. But regardless, Trial Road was not that hard anyway. So, come here, my Venus Genie, my Jupiter Genie. I believe this is Aroma. Yup. Okay, so our Genie are really filling out really well here, because we actually have enough that we can give all of them to the right people and restore everybody's PP. Super awesome! Especially in longer battles, or battles where it's been a long time since you've had a synergy refill. So with that, that's actually everything that Shaman Village has to offer us. However, I would like to go back and talk to Moapa really quickly, because he doesn't even know our names yet. It was certainly fair combat, though. Yeah, actually it was fair, because you had elemental powers as well. Yours just weren't granted by synergy, they were granted by items instead. So, it was fair combat, I agree. So with that, Shaman Village has been completed, and in the next episode, we will actually head down to this here continent, and see what we can do there. So until then, thank you guys so very much for watching this, and I hope you're having a fantastic day.